In this episode of 10 Best Ones, we are going to check out the top 5 best camera smartphones in 2018. I made this list based on my personal opinion, and I tried to list them based on their price, quality, durability and more. If you want to see the price and find out more information about these smartphones, you can check out the links down in the description and the comment section below. Okay, so, let's get started with the video. At number 5, we have the Honor View 10. The Honor View 10 would be a really good option for you, if you want to invest in a smartphone that combines an attractive design and powerful hardware, with an amazing camera quality. From a design perspective, the View 10 sports a solid built construction, composed of an aluminum at the rear, a slim frame, and rounded edges, while at the front, you will instantly be delighted with its large 6-inch screen, so when you see it as a whole, it looks really handsome. At the top front, there is a 13-megapixel camera, while if you flip the device over, at the top left corner, you can see dual 20 and 16-megapixel cameras, which is great. I'd also want to add that, at the back, you won't find a fingerprint scanner, since it is positioned at the front bottom, so you can always reach it and instantly unlock your phone. But now, let's talk about the performance. The View 10 sports a nearly bezel-less 6-inch LCD screen which has a maximum resolution of 1080 by 2160 pixels, with an aspect ratio of 18:9, and a density of 403 pixels per inch, which means that everything you see will be perfectly defined. Moreover, its hardware is composed of an octa-core processor, a high-silicon Kirin 970 chipset, has 6 GB of RAM, and 128 GB of storage, so you can have dozens of apps installed, and running at the background, without feeling any noticeable decrease with its performance. The camera quality is definitely amazing for its cost, because it's dual rear camera due to the fact that Honor has used the AI motion detection, that will let you capture dynamic objects, without getting any blur. There are many camera modes as well, such as the HDR, night shot, light panning, filter, document scan, and much more, of which you can take an advantage, and each of them will drastically enhance the photo quality. Finally, its 3750 mAh battery is very innovative, since it uses an artificial intelligent technology, with which it will learn from the user behavior, and according to the pattern, it will optimize the life as much as it can. Overall, the Honor View 10 deserves your attention, because it is fast, and packs many versatile features, that will guarantee you a wonderful user experience. Moving on, at number 4, we have the Google Pixel 2 XL. The Google Pixel 2 XL is a huge player in the Android world, and it is strong enough to compete with the toughest competitors on the market. From a design perspective, the Pixel 2 XL comes in 2 different colors editions, such as the black, which we are currently reviewing, and the black and white edition, but take in mind that they have the same functionalities, so the only thing they differ is the color. The Pixel 2 XL boasts an aluminum, IP67 construction, that gathers a glass back, and a front glass, so when you combine these things, you can easily say that this smartphone is indeed elegant. At the front, the first thing you'll notice would be the large, 6-inch screen, of which you would never stop admiring, while at the top left corner, there is its 8-megapixel camera. At the rear, you will notice 3 things, such as the 12MP sensor with dual LED flash, and the fingerprint scanner, that is positioned exactly where you will place your finger. Now, let's talk about the features. The Pixel 2 XL has a POLED capacitive touchscreen, that combines a resolution of 1440 by 2280 pixels, an aspect ratio of 18:9, supports 100% of the DCI-P3 color gamut, and has a density of 538 pixels per inch, so I'm unable to complain. Moreover, this particular model has 64 GB of storage, 4 GB of RAM, and it is powered by an octa-core processor, so everything will run smoothly. The camera quality is outstanding, since its main, 12-megapixel camera has a wider f1.8 aperture, which is great for low-light shots, while the other, 8-megapixel camera, is more than good for selfies. In addition, I'd suggest you take an advantage of the Auto HDR function, if you'd like to shoot some quality photos, because the mode will ensure that regardless of the surrounding and the weather condition, your photos will look natural and will be greatly defined. Another great thing about this model is its battery life, which can last for a full day, and it won't take much in order to be fully charged, so you shouldn't worry about anything. To conclude, the Pixel 2 XL is a top choice, because it is fast, and its camera quality is fantastic. Next up, at number 3, we have the Huawei P20 Pro. The Huawei P20 Pro would be an extremely good option, especially if you're looking for a smartphone that combines 3 rear cameras, that will give you a feeling that you are shooting photos with a DSLR camera. From a design perspective, the P20 Pro comes in 3 colors on Amazon, so you can choose the one that suits your tastes the most. This unit has an eye-catching body, which is composed of glass and aluminum, or to be more precise, the glass is present at the front and at the back, while the aluminum is set at the frame, so you will be indeed fascinated of the design. At the top, there is a 24-megapixel camera, at the bottom, there is a set of stereo speakers, and one physical button, which I find it really useful, because these things maintain the smartphone's minimalistic appeal. At the back, there are 3 cameras, with 40 megapixels, 20 megapixels, and 8 megapixels accordingly, and they are also followed by a dual-tone flash and a light temperature sensor. Now, let's talk about the features. The P20 Pro is equipped with an octa-core, high-silicon Kirin 970 processor, has 128GB of ROM and 6GB of RAM memory, so for the price you pay, this is more than enough. Moreover, the 6.1-inch OLED screen has a resolution of 2240 by 1080, with an aspect ratio of 18 by 7 by 9, which means that is really wide, and I think that you will love it. Moving on, all of the 3 rear cameras are unique in their own way. For example, the one, with 40 megapixels, is capable enough to capture vibrant and accurate photos, the 20MP has a monochrome sensor, so it can reveal many details, while the 8MP is good for zooming. In my opinion, this is amazing, since you will be equipped with endless shooting options, and each photo you capture will look overwhelming. Finally, the 4000 mAh battery can last between 2 and 2.5 days of consistent use, but take in mind that, if you push it to the maximum, this may vary. Overall, the Huawei P20 Pro deserves your attention, because it is strong enough to compete with iPhone X and S9 Plus, in terms of design, camera quality and performance, but it costs a way less. Moving on, at number 2, we have the iPhone X. The iPhone X has received many positive and negative reviews, but one thing is certain, this smartphone is a beast, and radiates with power and elegance. From a design perspective, this unit features a stainless steel frame, with a nearly bezel-less look, that is accompanied by a notch cut out at the top of the screen, where the front-facing camera is held. I'd also want to mention that you can notice the presence of glass, along with the front and the back part of the smartphone, which gives a great sense of aesthetics. In addition, the iPhone X is not only beautiful, but it is also unbelievably sturdy, due to the fact that its construction is splash, water, and dust resistant. However, take in mind that Apple suggests that you would always have to have a case, no matter of how sturdy this unit is. At the back, there are dual 12-megapixel cameras, and a quad LED dual-tone flash, which will always work closely together, to ensure that all of your pictures will be as realistic as possible. But now, let's talk about the performance. The iPhone X has a 5.8-inch Super Retina screen, with an OLED multi-touch display, that combines a contrast ratio of 1 million to 1458 pixels per inch, with a maximum resolution of 2436 by 1125, which means that the visuals will be stunning. Moreover, the components of this particular model include a durable battery that supports wireless charging, 256GB of storage space, 3GB of RAM, and a hexa-core 2.39 GHz processor, so it will run really fast. If we compare this unit with the Samsung 9 Plus, then the iPhone X is maybe better in terms of contrast and texture, while the Samsung looks softer. On the other hand, the iPhone has a portrait mode, while the S9 Plus has live focus, however, but users claim that the iPhone can do a bit better, with the color reproduction and the accuracy. In my honest opinion, I think that both of them are fantastic, so it will be up to you to decide what types of photos you like. To conclude, the iPhone would be a great option, if you can afford it, because this unit has an impressive camera, design and performance. And finally, at number 1, we have the Samsung Galaxy S9 Plus. The Samsung Galaxy S9 Plus is a real beast, starting from its look, performance and camera quality, and I think that this is maybe the best Samsung smartphone. From a design perspective, the S9 Plus is available in 3 colors in Amazon, where all 3 of them look luxurious. The smartphone's construction is made of an aluminum, while the 6.2-inch screen has a Gorilla Glass 5 coating, which means that even if you accidentally drop it on your floor, the chances of breaking or scratching are set to the minimum. At the front top, except the gorgeous screen, you will also see a low-profile, 8-megapixel camera, while at the back, there is the dual-camera system, along with a flash and a fingerprint sensor, which in my opinion, could be set in a more accessible position. Now, let's talk about the features. The S9 Plus has an octa-core processor, 6GB of RAM, 128GB of ROM, and if you don't find the memory enough for you, well, this smartphone supports micro SD cards of up to 400GB, which is super cool. Moreover, the 6.2-inch AMOLED screen has a Quad HD Plus resolution, or 2960 by 1440 in terms of pixels, with 529 pixels into every inch, so it is indeed gorgeous, and exceptionally sharp. I'd also want to inform you that both of the rear cameras have 12 megapixels, which will ensure quality photo and video captures, due to the fact that there are numerous modes of which you can take an advantage. For example, the S9 Plus has a super slow motion mode, which will let you shoot video at 960 fps at 720p resolution, while the iPhone X, which has a max frame rate of 240 fps in Full HD 1080. Well, here the S9 Plus looks a bit more dramatic, but iPhone is better with the resolution. Moreover, shooting with a 2x zoom, users claim that both of them are great, but the S9 can output a slightly sharper result. Before we end, I'd like to mention that the 3500 mAh battery can last during your whole day, however, everything depends on your actual usage. Overall, the S9 Plus would be a great choice, due to the fact that it is fast, looks beautiful, and its camera is simply fantastic. Thanks for watching, I hope you liked this video. If this video was helpful to you, please remember to leave a like and subscribe to my channel to see more videos like this in the future, and if you have any questions related to these camera smartphones, you can leave a comment down below and I will get back to you as soon as I can.